Welcome to the Intern Show.
I'm Max Schwitzing.
And I'm Elias Alvarez.
The Intern Show is a podcast produced by the KAWC Student Newsroom. We aim to broadcast news by students for students.
In this episode of the Intern Show, a local bookstore owner talks about the importance of engaging with young customers. And Arizona Western College will be hosting a blood drive. But first, some news.
The Trump administration's proposed cuts to the U.S. Department of Education have raised concerns among students, particularly regarding student loans and financial aid. Changes to federal oversight could impact Arizona's 912,000 student loan borrowers, as well as programs like public service loan forgiveness, which could limit eligibility. The administration also seeks to make changes to the Saving on a Valuable Education Plan, which has helped borrowers lower or forgive their loans. Meanwhile, a legal battle over forbearance continues, delaying loan forgiveness for many borrowers.
Arizona Western College will host the First Generation Empowerment Symposium, an event aimed at providing support to the first-generation college students on Friday, March 28th. The symposium will offer resources, networking opportunities, and discussion focused on navigating the challenges of higher education. Attendees will have the opportunity to connect with peers and hear from professionals with similar experiences.
Ritika Dewan, CEO of Arizona Western Entrepreneurial College, has been appointed to the Director's Advisory Committee for the Arizona Department of Corrections, Rehabilitation, and Reentry. The committee will focus on improving areas like education, mental health services, and career readiness within correctional facilities. Dewan will serve a 2-year term, offering advice and touring prison units to help shape the department's work.
You know, this thing that Ritika is doing sounds pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, I think it's cool to receive input from people at the college about sort of rehabilitation and reentry for people in prisons.
Yeah, especially because, I know there's been a lot of effort to do that, but like hearing it from like somebody that's like so close to the college, I guess it's very surprising.
In this week's Flash interview, Elias spoke to Garvey Blackwell, Library Research Assistant at AWC.
Well, welcome to the Flash interview. Could you please introduce yourself to me?
Hi, my name is Garvey Blackwell, and I'm the Library Research Assistant here.
Nice. So, one question for you. If you could live in any book, what would it be?
Oh, that's a hard one. I would say, I know it probably sounds like a generic answer, but I would say Harry Potter. I'm a big fan of Stephen King, though I don't know a lot of things that go on. I would want to live in that, but for really a fun time, I would say Harry Potter.
Yeah, I've also read the Stephen King books. They're very fun, but I don't think I'd ever want to live in one of those.
No, I don't think so.
Now, hypothetically, if you had to choose a Stephen King one, which one would you choose?
I would say The Shining. That would be a really, I think, interesting experience with the hotel and everything.
Honestly, that is a good answer, actually. I think it's the least bloody one I've
Yeah, I would
seen.
say that might be the best one out of all the options.
That was AWC Library Assistant Garvey Blackwell speaking on what book she would like to live in. Would you survive living in The Shining, Elias?
I mean, I hope so. I would think that in a hotel I would be very good at hiding.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be a goner. I'm sort of, that movie has made me very scared of hotels.
Really? I mean, it looked like a very big luxury hotel. I would say it has a lot of nook and crannies for somebody to hide in. I would use that for my advantage.
Arizona Western College will be hosting a blood drive in collaboration with Vitalent to provide new blood to Yuma this March. Student reporter Elias Alvarez spoke with one of the student leader volunteers about the event.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood or platelets. An average 29 units of red blood cells are required daily across the country for patients undergoing surgery, managing medical conditions, or recovering from injuries. Since 2016, Arizona Western College has partnered with Vitalent to host blood drives on campus, providing an opportunity for students and community members to donate. The next AWC blood drive will take place on Tuesday, March 25th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Shuning Conference Center. Abraham Alvarado, a student volunteer helping organize the blood drive, says it is important for students to donate.
Well, I believe they do it because since they're young and they start here with the community college, so the young people can still donate it like every year, once in a while. And that's why they repeat donors as well.
Anyone who donates during March will be entered for a chance to win a $5,000 gift card. To schedule an appointment, visit vitalant.org And enter blood drive code AWSCE or scan the QR code on campus. From the KAWC Student Newsroom, I'm Elias Alvarez. Downtown Yuma is home to several local businesses that market to young adults. Student reporter Max Schwitzing speaks with one of these business owners about their experience serving the community.
Sonny's Bookstore is an independent bookstore located on Yuma's Main Street. It features a plethora of diverse book titles across several genres. Sonny's owner, CJ Alberts, grew up in Yuma, but moved to Oregon for college. Alberts says that the literary scene she saw up north inspired her to start Sonny's.
My life would have changed if a space like that existed when I was growing up here and I had access to different stories and, communities that come with thriving independent bookstores.
Sonny's got its start as a pop-up in a mobile book truck, vending at small events and farmers markets. It's grown since then, moving into a space on Main Street and expanding this past winter. Alberts says the expansion has allowed them to carry more genres of books and gift selections.
And it's also allowed for us to do more event programming. Before, it was pretty hard to get 10 people into the store, and we all kind of had to huddle in pretty close to each other. But we have been able to host different groups in the store now and really just kicked up our event programming this year. Done a lot of cool things, hosted a bunch of cool book clubs, a bunch of community organizing nights, and allowed us to stock and sell a lot more books at the end of the day. We have, like I said, devoted genre sections now, which I guess allows us to just serve every kind of reader.
Alberts says a lot of the shop's customer base is younger residents.
Our stock reflects them and the kind of identities that they are a part of and the communities that they're a part of. And for us, that means we have a lot of queer books. We have a lot of queer customers. This is a queer-owned bookstore. And also, like I was speaking about previously, a lot of the community organizers, too, that use this space are younger. They're in college. Some are even in high school still, which is really cool. And exactly kind of what I envisioned happening of the bookstore becoming a vessel to be used by whoever needs a physical space to start organizing and being in.
Sonny's Bookstore provides a space for students and young adults to go to outside of school or their home.
Yeah, I think we are dwindling in third spaces. We have, even our restaurant and bar culture continues to shrink. I think the loss of Red Moon for young people was incredibly devastating to me. Music was such a big part of my teenagehood growing up here, and I thought it was so cool that there was actually an established venue for kids to gather and play arcade games and, eat bar food and just be with each other. In a space that wasn't school or work or, something studious like the library. And I'm really happy that Sonny's can act as that space for young people. We have recurring customers that come in and are making Sonny's a part of their friend group traditions and, coming here to celebrate big anniversaries and holidays, and I hope that's kind of the path we continue on as the store grows. Again, we're kind of limited by space here, but as we've expanded, it does allow for a lot more and for us to just allow that more casual conversation and communion. We have a lounge set up now, so people come and just sit here and work on their computers and can just be with each other in a space that feels affirmative and fun and, a little bit low stakes.
Alberts says other businesses in Yuma can appeal to younger demographics by providing seating and community events.
So for us, we had a Valentine's Day night, which was, not romantic in any sense, but a lot of people came with their friendship groups and just were able to be in the bookstore and chatting about books this year. And for other businesses, it's what can you offer your community that isn't motivated, I guess, by the goal to sell something, host free events, allow your space to be used for free, and collaborate with your community. If you have a young person who wants to have a poetry night or an open mic night and wants to be in some capacity organizing, let them. You are kind of in a privileged space to be able to have a physical container that attracts people. So roll out the carpet for them and let them do their thing.
That was CJ Alberts, owner and founder of Sonny's Bookstore. From the KAWC Student Newsroom, I'm Max Schwitzing.
The Intern Intern Show is produced by the KAWC Student Newsroom at KAWC Colorado River Public Media.
Send your questions or comments to studentnewsroom@kawc.org.
This show is available as a podcast or online at kawc.org under the KAWC Shows tab.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is supported by the local news initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona.
Since 1980, the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona has been a trusted philanthropic partner, helping individuals, families, businesses, and nonprofits work together to create a stronger community.
Our theme music is Election Time by Kjartan Abel. The Flash Interviews music is Funkmeister by Theo JT. Both are available at freesound.org.
I'm Elias Alvarez.
I'm Max Schwitzing.
Thank you for tuning in to
The Intern Show.